When you think of the U.S. military, you probably picture the Air Force dominating the skies and the Navy ruling the seas. It's easy to see them as separate forces, each a master of their own domain. But in modern warfare, the lines are blurring, and the real power lies in how they work together. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible synergy between the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Air Force, exploring how their joint operations create a force far greater than the sum of its parts. Let's start with the basics. The Air Force's primary mission is to achieve and maintain air and space superiority. They operate everything from fighter jets like the F-22 Raptor to massive bombers like the B-2 Spirit and a global network of satellites. The Navy, on the other hand, is all about projecting power from the sea. Their carrier strike groups, centered around massive aircraft carriers, are essentially floating air bases that can be deployed anywhere in the world. They bring their own air power, like the F/A-18 Super Hornet, right to the fight. So, where do they connect? The magic happens in what the military calls joint operations. This isn't just about showing up to the same battle. It's about deeply integrating their capabilities. A key concept here is JADC2, which stands for Joint All-Domain Command and Control. Think of it as the ultimate military internet, a secure network connecting every sensor, aircraft, ship, and soldier across all branches. Imagine this scenario. A Navy destroyer detects a potential threat far over the horizon using its advanced AEGIS radar system. That target data is instantly shared across the JADC2 network. An Air Force command center hundreds of miles away receives the information. They see that an Air Force F-35 fighter with its stealth capabilities is in the perfect position to investigate without being detected. The pilot gets the data directly in their cockpit, flies in, confirms the target, and can either engage or send back real-time video to the commanders. This entire sequence, from detection by a ship to action by a plane, can happen in minutes. That's the power of integration. Let's talk about air power. A Navy aircraft carrier is a formidable asset, but it has a limited number of aircraft and munitions. This is where the Air Force's heavy lifters come in. Air Force KC-135 or KC-46. Pegasus tankers can fly long-range missions to refuel Navy fighters mid-air, extending their combat range and time on station. This means a Navy F/A-18 launched from a carrier in the Arabian Sea can be refueled by an Air Force tanker flying from a base in Qatar, allowing it to strike targets much deeper inland than it could on its own. This is a force multiplier, effectively expanding the carrier's reach exponentially. It works the other way too. The Air Force operates long-range bombers like the B-1 Lancer and the B-52 Stratofortress. These planes can carry a massive payload of bombs and missiles. The Navy can provide critical support for these missions. For example, Navy EA-18G Growler electronic warfare aircraft can fly alongside Air Force bombers, jamming enemy radar and air defense systems to create a safe corridor for the bombers to reach their targets. Navy ships can also launch Tomahawk cruise missiles to take out key enemy air defenses ahead of an Air Force bombing run, paving the way for a successful strike. Another crucial area of cooperation is intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, or ISR. The Air Force operates high-altitude ISR platforms like the RQ-4 Global Hawk drone, which can loiter over an area for more than 30 hours, collecting invaluable intelligence. This information is critical for a Navy carrier strike group commander. Knowing the enemy's position, movements, and capabilities allows the commander to position their ships safely and plan effective strikes. The data from an Air Force drone circling at 60,000 feet can directly inform the pilot of a Navy helicopter hunting for submarines a few hundred feet above the waves. This level of teamwork isn't just for high-intensity conflict. It's also vital for maritime security. The Air Force can use its long-range patrol aircraft, like the P-8 Poseidon, which is actually operated by the Navy, but integrates seamlessly with Air Force systems to monitor vast stretches of ocean for activities like piracy or smuggling. If they spot something suspicious, they can vector in a Navy destroyer or cruiser to intercept. This collaboration helps keep global shipping lanes safe, which is crucial for the world economy. Training is where this all comes together. The Navy and Air Force constantly train together in large-scale exercises like Valiant Shield in the Pacific. During these exercises, they practice everything we've talked about. They connect their communication systems, refine their joint tactics, and build the personal relationships between sailors and airmen that are essential for smooth operations in a real crisis. They'll simulate complex scenarios, like defending a carrier strike group from a multi-pronged attack involving enemy ships, submarines, and aircraft. The only way to succeed is through seamless teamwork. The future of this collaboration is even more exciting. With the development of new technologies like artificial intelligence and hypersonic weapons, the need for integration will only grow. Imagine autonomous Air Force drones being launched and controlled from a Navy ship, or a hypersonic missile launched from an Air Force bomber being guided to its target by a Navy sensor network. The lines between air power and sea power will continue to blur until they are a single, unified combat force capable of operating in any domain, anywhere on Earth. So, the next time you see footage of an F-35 taking off from an aircraft carrier or a B-2 bomber flying across the globe, remember that there's a much bigger picture. Behind that single asset is a complex, interconnected web of joint capabilities. The U.S. Air Force and Navy are not just sister services. They are a deeply integrated team. Their ability to work together, sharing information, assets, and objectives, is what gives the U.S. military its unparalleled global reach and decisive edge in modern warfare. It's a symphony of power played across the sky and the sea. Thanks for watching. If you found this look into joint military operations fascinating, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into defense and technology. Let me know in the comments what other military collaborations you'd like to see covered. See you in the next video.